Hey, greetings everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. Of late, I have been spending quite a bit of time on some of these websites out there, especially news websites or websites with some inspiring content that we can review. And what I do is I generally tend to browse through these hundreds of odd newsreel items if I am on a news page, like Yahoo News, for instance, or the homepage for Yahoo, for instance. And generally, it's one or two of these articles that catch my eye to read further. And today, I happened to click on an interview by a very famous actress. And as I read through it, one of her comments stuck with me. She said, "You just gravitate naturally to what your heart yearns for." And I thought that is so profound. As a child, you're like a sponge, ready to absorb and learn everything you come across. You start to form opinions, likes, and dislikes as a result of your own interpretation of what you're absorbing. Somewhere along, as you get introduced to the world around you, as you start growing up, you fantasize about everything you aspire to be when you grow up. Think about it. As a kid, what did you want to be? Did you end up being what you wanted to be? Well, I remember as a kid, I wanted to be probably more than 10 or 15 different things. And you gravitate towards them. If you're one of the lucky ones where you turn out to be one of them, or you choose your career or profession as one of your dreams that you had, then you're a lucky guy or a gal. But if you did not, that's okay, because you evolve through life and then you end up where you are. So, going back to what I said, you have opinions, likes and dislikes that you form, and as you grow up, you get introduced to the world and you fantasize about everything you aspire to be when you grow up. Now, through the years, you develop stronger preferences and are left with a few choices that you want to be when you grow up, and that happens. As you get into your teenage years and you grow further, your number of choices that you had, probably when you were an elementary school kid or a middle school kid, they start coming down because you develop stronger preferences as you grow up, and the number of options you have start going down as well based on your preferences. Later, you're a confused teenager, and as a confused teenager, you look around at what's in demand and what professions are doing well and what make more money, and all of these things dictate your aspirations. I see it with my own kids as well. By the time you gain clarity, you're down the path of what you will eventually graduate in and take on a profession. So from your teenage years, as you get into college and you're looking at different options that you have, even if you're not going to college, the different options that you have in terms of a career, you start formulating them, they start solidifying a little bit, and you eventually pick a profession that you're going to take on at that point in life. Now, if that clarity comes to you sooner in life, you're one of the lucky ones. For some, they go through different careers or they go through different motions even after they've started down the job and even after they get into their middle age. But there are a few lucky ones who have this clarity about the path that they want to go on, and that comes to them sooner in life. And I think they're the lucky few who are doing something they really enjoy. For some, it comes a little later. You would have bumped around doing a few things that you got into for one reason or the other before you realize where your passion lies. In some instances, you have to continue with what you got yourself into, although your heart might be somewhere else. And I think that's where what that actress said so aptly applies. No matter what you do or where you are in life, and how impossible it may seem, you will gravitate toward your heart's natural desire. You will find a way to do what you enjoy the most. And when you work in the realm of what you love, it is no longer work. You lose the sense of time and effort and produce your very best, naturally and easily. So, no matter how insurmountable your life challenges may seem, keep dreaming, my friend, and keep trying. Do not give up or do not give in. Your heart will draw you toward your passion, and you will be one with it one day. This is not my promise to you, but that of your very own heart. And that's the premise that Plan B success is all about as well. Hey, I hope you liked that episode. Please make sure that you spread the word, share the podcast Plan B success with your friends and others who might benefit from this content, and do go check out rajivmudumba.com for the podcast episodes from the previous months. Thank you so much.